I hope my screen is visible. Can anyone confirm? My screen is visible. Okay. Okay, let's do a small recap about the Java enums. So what is the purpose of enums, guys? So very simple. When you come across the word enum, it means to define any constants. Okay, if we have any constants that needs to be defined, then you can choose enum. You can define your own constants in the enum. So the advantages of enum over the legacy way of declaring the constants is nothing but you do not have to use these keywords like public, static, final, and you can also ignore the data type, right? And you can also ignore the value. For example, if you ever had to define an enum or declare some constants, directly you can declare those constants in the enum entity. Right? Why we need to choose a data type and why we need to declare it with the keywords like public, static, final, and why need to prefer a value? To avoid all this, you can directly define the constants or declare the constants in the enum entity. Like this is the one of the example. You can if I have a variable, like if I want to define a variables like available, busy, and idle, which is coming under user status, I can do it under the enum. I can create enum entity. I can directly declare it under the enum. Right? We have seen some examples and some points to be remembered, like all the variables inside the enum type are constants variables. We have discussed all these things in our previous sessions. And like this is the internal code representation. If you have an enum, right? If you are declaring an enum, so this is the programmer's code. This is the programmer's code. This is how the programmer has defined the enum entity. So these are the constants. Available is one of the constants, busy is one of the constants, and ideal is one of the constants. Okay. The compiler is going to do some changes. What are those changes? Okay. Enum will be converted to class. This is the internal code representation. You do not have to worry about this. This will be taken care by the compiler internally, but you should know what is happening inside. What are the changes that is done by the compiler? Okay, the enum will be converted to a class, right? And the final keyword will be placed, and all the constants. So all the constants will be declared with public, static, final, along with the enum name, right? And there, the constant will be placed along with these entities. And there is a busy constant. This will also have this, what we call it as keywords. Ideal constants, this will have these keywords, right? And these are the other internal things that will be taken care internally. So there is a values method inside, and there is a values of method inside, and there is a static block. We are going to see about the values method and values of method in today's session, right? And there are some more points that I have mentioned. And please remember one thing: you cannot create an object for the enum entity. For class, the answer is very straightforward. Objects can be created for a class, but for enums, no, you cannot create an object. You cannot do this. You cannot do this for the enums, right? At the same time, for a class can extend to any extend to a class. A class can have a parent class, and a class can have a child class. But for enum, no such things are there, right? So enum neither inherited other class nor get extended. So it does not have any child enums or the parent enums, right? However, like class, in the class you can add variables, method, and constructors. Even in the enums, you can do the same thing. We have discussed these things in the previous session. Okay, this was the example. North, south, east, west, the directions examples. And the first line inside the enum should always be the list of constants. Then you can prefer adding the constructors if you like, variables if you like, and methods if you like, right? And what is this? Okay, naming convention. All the enum should be declared. I mean, it is highly recommended to declare the enum constants in the uppercase letter. Not the compulsion, but the recommendation. But it is going to be a good idea if you follow this recommendation, uppercase, so that by looking at the enum, you can just understand that the uppercase words are the enum constants. right? These are the properties of the enums, and that's it. And we have also seen an example like this. We will also see it today, right? And that's it, I think. Yes. So now today's topic is methods inside the Java enum. Some of the prominent methods inside the Java enums, right? So there are three important methods that you should aware of, right? There is a valueOf method. There is a valueOf method. So let me write these methods here. First one, values method. Second one is valueOf method. ValueOf method. So it is going to accept the string as an argument. Okay. And the third method is ordinal method. Okay. We will understand each and every method. After completing these methods, the concept of enums will be over. So stay focused, guys. It will be very interesting. First method, values method. What is it? Values method. Okay, whenever you use this method, let us see some theory here. Okay, whenever you use this method is going to return an array containing of all the values. This method returns an array containing all of the values inside the enum in the order they have been declared. For example, let us take that if I have an enum. So enum, I am taking the name of the enum as color. Okay, inside this color I am declaring three colors as a constant. What are they? I am choosing red, comma, green, comma, orange. Okay, these are the three colors that I have defined inside the entity enum. Okay, these are the constants. So red, green, and orange. Okay, so what does the values method is going to do? Okay, if I use this values method, it is going to do what? It is going to return an array of constants, array of enum constants. What does it really mean? I haven't taught you about Java arrays. So Java arrays are the very big concepts. I haven't teach you about these arrays, but I will give you the small picture about the Java arrays, right? For example, if I want to store the set of values of same type, if I ever have to store the set of values of same type, for example, if I have values like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Okay, these are the set of values of same type. It is defining about the same data type. Yes or no? 100 is of integer type, 200 is of integer type, and 300, so does the 400 and the 500. If I want to store this individually, I need to use what? An independent variables. Each and every value needs to be assigned with an unique variable. Yes or no? Like just like this, integer a equal to 100, integer b equal to 200, and integer c equal to 300, and so on. Integer b equal to 400, and integer e equal to 500. Okay, the length of the code is getting increased. So here you observe one thing. I have already wasted 5 lines of code. Why 5 lines of codes has been wasted? See, you don't think that all these values is of numerical type or integer type, and to store each and every value I am using an unique variable. In our example, the unique variables are a, b, c, d, e. Yes or no? And all these values are being assigned to the integer data type. Data type is same. Values are different and variables are different, but the data type is same. right? So Java has come with an option, if you ever have a requirement to store all the values of same data type, you can use Java arrays. Instead of doing like this, I can store all these values. I can store all these values like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So let me go to the paint screen. So this is just an introduction about Java arrays. So we will look into the arrays in the future topics, right? So to understand this values method, you must understand this. That's why I am bringing, I just want to introduce about arrays. This is just an introduction, so stay focused. So I have five set of values of same data type. All the values are of what type? Integer type. Don't you think so? All the values are of integer type. So instead of wasting 5 variables, what I can do? I can convert. I can do what? I can convert this the same data type as a single data type. I can do what? I can represent this all the data type into a single data type, and I can use the array symbol. So this is what the array symbol looks like. It's a square bracket, opening square bracket, and the closing square bracket, followed by, you can give only one variable name. We can choose only one variable name. Here I have chosen 5 variable names. Don't you think so? A, B, C, D, E. Instead of giving 5 different variables name to store 5 different values, I can give only one variable name. Let us say that numbers. Okay, numbers equal to, so flower bracket, I am opening flower bracket, and I am doing what? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. That's it. So this is an array. This is what? This is an array. Right? What are the modifications that we have done with this array? What are the modifications that we have done with this array? Very simple. If I ever had to store 5 values of the same data type, instead of choosing different variables name, I can choose only one variable name. In this case, the variable name is numbers, right? So I can define an array. To define an array, I need to use the data type. So this is the data type that I have chosen. Integer is a data type, and you need to use the symbol, opening parenthesis, opening square bracket, and the closing square bracket. The moment you do this, then compiler will able to identify that we are going to store a set of numbers. So here our requirement is to store 5 numbers. Instead of using 5 different variables name, I have chosen an array. Within that array, I can add 5 values in the same order. Right? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 has been stored like this. Okay, each and every value will be, you can retrieve each and every value with the help of indexes. So usually the index starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Internally, these index numbers will be what? Will be assigned, this indexing will be assigned to the respective values according to the order. Okay, 100 will get 0, 200 will get 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, index number starts from 0, but the size of the array, if you want to give the size of an array, the size of the array is equal to the number of values that is stored inside the array. How many values are stored? 5 set of values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I say size of the array, it is 5. When I say size of the array is 5. Right? When I say indexes starts from 0. Indexes always starts from what? 0. Size, the number of values that is stored inside an array. So this is a simple example of an array. This is a simple example of an array. So just focus on this example, we will understand the values method. Right? Let me remove this. So what did I say? This method, values method, is going to return an array containing all the values of all of the values inside the enum in the order they have been declared. So these are the values: red, green, and orange. Right? How we are supposed to use the values method, we will understand that now. Right? So the moment you use color, the enum name dot values method. The moment you use what enum name dot values method, it is going to return an array. What it says, this method returns an array. So you need to, this method is going to return an array. So you need to use an array of the color type, opening parenthesis and the closing parenthesis, and define your own user defined name colors. That's it. Okay, very simple. The values method is going to return what? Values method is going to return an array. Okay, so this is going to, if you call the values method on top of enum, if you call values method on top of enum, okay, this combination is going to return an array. You need to create one variable name to store these values. So I am using the variable name, I am declaring my own name, variable name as color, COLO. Okay, sometimes spelling mistakes, COLOURS. Okay, in America, it's like you can take whatever it is. Okay, let us see this in the real-time example. Okay. Color, red, green and orange. Okay, I have 3 colors and I want to print all the constants by calling the values method. I want to print all the constants by calling the values method. Okay, what does the values method is going to do? Okay, you need to call the values method. Okay, this combination is going to return an array. So I am assigning it to the colors. So this colors is of what type? Array type. Okay, you need to give your own variable name. So this is what? Colors. So because of this line, okay, just because of this line, something will happen behind the scenes. Let us try to understand this. Okay, let me go to the paint screen. Okay, so this is our problem statement. Okay, so because of this line, what happens internally? There will be a set created. Okay, so we are calling the values method on top of color enum, right? So what happens? A set will be created, a memory will be created, or a registry will be created, and it is going to have what? It is going to have 3 different spaces: space 1, space 2, space 3. This first space will be allocated for red, the second space will be allocated for green, and the third space is allocated for what? Orange. Why this is happening? Because this is returning an array. Okay. Array is a combination of constants. All the constants will be stored with one variable name, which is what? Colors. Is what? Colors. All these arrays are, all these constants are getting addressed with one variable name, which is called as colors. So this colors is equal to, these colors that I have mentioned here is this one. Okay, this is the memory. This is how the memory gets allocated internally. A array will be created and indexing will be happen. When I say indexing, indexes starts from 0, 0, 0, and this is going to be what? This is going to be 1, and this is going to be 2. This is going to be 2. Okay, the moment I do, okay, if I want to fetch each and every value, I can do like this. The moment I do colors of 1, okay, the moment I do colors of 1, what is the value that is stored in the index 1? Green. So green will be displayed in the console. Okay, the moment I do colors of 0, okay, what is the value that is stored in in the index 0? Red will be displayed in the console. The moment I do colors of 2, what is the value that is stored in orange? Orange will be displayed in the console. Will it really work? We will understand this. Okay, just try to focus here. So because of this line, this many things are happening behind the scenes. Because this is the concept of array. I'm just giving you the little briefing. In the future topics, you will understand this better. Okay, let's proceed with this. Go back to the code. Okay, let me remove this here. Okay, I want to print this now. I want to execute this code. For this, I am doing what? I'm opening the command prompt. Okay. Java cd space Java C. This is my directory. Java C space test.java. Okay, there is a spelling mistake. It is color, not colors. Okay, this should be same as this. Okay, Java C space test.java, Java space test. What is this? Okay, Java space test. Okay, the output is going to be blank because this line of code has done many things behind the scenes. Internally, this is what happened internally, but we need to access it in the real time. For that, what I'm trying to do here is I'm using System.out.println statement. System.out.println statement. Okay, I want to access colors of 0. In the 0th index, what constant is stored, what constant that we have placed, that will be displayed in the console. Like this. In the first index, what constant is representing in the memory, that will be displayed in the console. Like this. In the second index, what constant that is placed in the memory, that will be displayed in the console. I am just accessing the value as per the indexing. Go back to the indexes and see. Okay, the value that is stored in the index 0 is what? Red. The value that is stored in index 1 is what? Green. The value that is stored in index 2 is what? Orange. Okay, same values will be displayed in the console because I'm trying to extract it. I'm trying to retrieve it. Don't you think that the output is going to be red and here the output is going to be green? Here the output is going to be orange. Right? Let us run this code and see if we are getting the same output or if we are getting a different output. Okay. Java C space test.java, Java space test. Red, green, orange. You are getting the same output. If I do I can also change the order. If I do 1, if I do 0, if I do 2, now what is the output? 1, 0, 2, I am saying. Help me with the output if I do this. Come on, type in the chat box. Everyone, what output I will get here? Just look at the index and answer it to me. Very simple now. Any difficulty is there? You have specified the index number and green, red, orange. Okay. Okay, good. That's it. So what we are doing here is we are trying to retrieve the actual constants according to the indexing. As simple as that. This is going to do what? Because of this line, this many changes are happening behind the scenes. And if you want to retrieve the specific value, what I am supposed to do? The specific value can be retrieved by using the index numbers. Okay, I have the indexes here. If I access 1, green will be displayed. If I access 0, red will be displayed. If I access 2, orange will be displayed. As simple as that. So this is the functionality of what? This is the functionality of values method. What does values method says? Okay, what I said, this method returns an array containing all the values inside the element in the order they have been declared. Okay, I can also do this. I can also use what? For loop. I mean for each loop or the enhancer for loop. Okay, instead of printing each and every index, I can do what? I can use for loop. I mean enhancer for loop. Okay. What this enhancer for loop is? Okay, forget about the enhancer for loop. Let us try to print all the values by using the for loop. Can we do that? Can we print all the values by using the for loop? Let us try this. I am assigning, see, look at here, the index is starting from 0 and index is ending at 2. What I am doing here is, my initial condition is expression 1, integer I equal to 0, I am specifying here. I is lesser than or equal to, index ends at what? 2. Okay, I am giving I is lesser than or equal to 2, I plus plus. Okay, system dot out dot println, okay, colors of I. Don't you think that the output is going to be again red, green, orange? If I run this code, yes, no? Do you agree with this, everyone? If I run this code, don't you think that output is going to be again red? Because we are iterating, we are doing what? We are using a for loop to iterate over the array. Very simple. This piece of code is trying to iterate over the array. Behind the scenes, what is happening? This piece of code is trying to do what? Let me remove all this. Let me remove all this. This piece of code is trying to create a cursor. Okay, the cursor is going to point to 0th index. Why 0th index? Initially I equal to 0, so it is going to point to 0th index. Okay, so in the first iteration we are trying to fetch the value of red. We are trying to extract the value of red. Why extracting the value of red? Because initially I equal to 0. I equal to 0. So in the system.out.println we are trying to fetch what? Colors of 0. Colors of 0 is nothing but red. The second iteration I equal to 1. Colors of 1, it is going to fetch green. Green will be displayed in the console. Third iteration I equal to 2. Colors of 2 equal to what? Orange. Orange will be displayed in the console. So iteration is happening from 0th index to the second index. Agree with me? So output is going to be red, green and orange. Agreed? Yes, no? Yeah. Let me run this. Red, green, orange. Right? So this is the typical for loop. Instead of using the for loop, I can use the enhanced for loop. Enhanced for loop is always prepared for arrays. Okay, so the moment I start discussing about arrays, you will get to know about this enhanced for loop better. For now, just understand that the cursor will be created and the cursor will be iterated from the 0th index to the last index. You do not have to specify values. You do not have to declare the values like integer I equal to 0, things like that. You are not supposed to set any kind of conditional statement. This is not required. Enhanced for loop is directly use what? Directly use the name of the array. What is the name of the array here is? What is the enum name here is color. Okay, define your own value, user defined value C. Okay, semicolon colors. This colors is an array. Okay, this colors is a array variable. Okay, usually it is an array. So this color is this one. Okay, you give place this color here and the variable name here, and you can give your own user defined name. Any name can be here. Instead of C you can give X also, no issues. You can give any name. This is optional. Okay, so this is mandatory. This are same, and this one is same. Okay, just you will use system.out.println and you will print the value of X. That's it. You are going to get the same output. What is an advantage of enhanced for loop here? You do not have to define the initial boundary condition. You do not have to give any conditional statement. You do not have to give any increment statement. Expression 1, expression 2, expression 3 is completely can be removed completely. Directly you can define in such a way that the first part, this value is going to be this one, user defined name followed by this one. The moment you do this, and a cursor will be created behind the scenes. Okay, a cursor is going to get created behind the scenes. Okay, it will define its own, what we call it as it will come to know that it should start from the index 0 and it should end at the last index, which is index 2. The iteration starts from 0 to index 2. If you have 10 indexes, the iteration starts from 0 to 10 indexes. Boundary will be set by itself. You do not have to give give the specified boundary, like initial boundary, initial condition, and the conditional check on the increment statement. Making sense? So this is the complete picture about what the values method inside Java Enums. This is example program. Example program. Okay, and with this example we will also try to understand another example. Okay, so we know we have colors: color red, green and orange, but these are the constants. We know that these are the constants. At the same time, in the traffic signals, even though the red is constant, red has a specific action. What does it is? It has a specific action. What action red is representing in the, especially the traffic signals? Stop. Yes or no? Okay, this is a constant. Red is a color. According to the color, this is a constant. And at the same time, this constant has a specific action. What kind of action this constant has? This constant has been up to stop action. The moment you see red signal, you need to stop. What action that the green is specified to? Go. Can I say go? What action the orange is specified to? It is specified to what? You can say that slow down. Right? This is the constant and this is also a value with respect to this constant. You agree with me? If you have such cases, you can set up, you can place the values inside the brackets. You can place the value inside the simple brackets. Right? I've already said that the enums are going to represent constant. Yes, it is representing constant. Red, green, and sometimes you may get a requirement. The constant is going to give a specific action. Okay, this action is specific to red. This action is specific to green. This action is specific to orange. Okay, in such cases, you can write a enum like this. Okay, after this, since we are specifying something here, so stop, go, and slow down. These are collectively called as actions in English. So these are collectively placed under a vocabulary action. So I am taking a variable name as action. We will understand why I am taking this variable name. This is the instance variable. I am collectively taking these actions, all these actions as action. Okay, and again I am taking a constructor, public color. Okay, we have to pass the instance variable inside the constructor as the parameter. We have seen all this in the constructor topic. Okay, so this dot action equal to action. Okay, we will get input from the main method to transfer the local data to the class level data. To transfer the local level variable to the class level variable. We know this already. Right, and I am taking the getters public string get action. Okay, which is going to return action. Okay, let me take this piece of code, go back to the main screen. You will get this better now. Okay, so yes. Okay, so this is our code. How this code will be converted internally by the compiler. Okay, compiler is going to do what? It is going to perform so many actions. Action number 1, a final keyword will be placed and the enum will be converted to class. Okay, and the name is going to be color itself, and again it will get extended to java.lang.enum package. Okay, the opening parenthesis and the closing parenthesis. Okay, all the variables, right, all the constants will be placed along with public static final color red. Public static final color red. So this is what these are the things that is going to get happen internally. Yes or no? These are the things that is going to get happen internally. Along with this, since we are being specific with the actions, even though the constants are red, green and orange, we are being specific. Specificity in the sense the red is going to define an action like stop in the traffic signal, and the green is going to define an action, and the orange is going to define another action. Okay, for that I am using a variable like stop equal to new red. Let us go back here. I have seen this in the last class. See, the previous class, so I have taken a class like A500, B400. See, this is an example of Apple Enum. These are the examples of Apple Enum. Right? On the variable name constant, right? On the variable name Apple, on the enum name Apple, we are defining a specific action here. Okay, Apple as a what? The constant A equal to new A, we are specifying the value 500 here. Okay, like this. Okay. Color red equal to new color. Here it is going to be what? Stop. Likewise, all these three constant is going to get all these keywords, which these actions will be done by the Java compiler. Color green equal to new color right. The last one, public static final color orange equal to new color. What is the value inside specific value? Slow down. Okay, these are the things that is getting modified internally by the Java compiler. Okay, after this the constructor is going to remain the same. No modification will be done on top of constructor. The variables are going to be same and the methods are going to be same. Okay, this is the program written by the developer, and this is the program. These are the changes that is done by the compiler. Okay, let us go back to our code. Okay, this is our code. So I have defined a variable, I have defined a constructor, I have defined a method. So let us come to the main method. Okay, I want to access this constant. If I ever had to access this constant, so what I can do usually, okay, I can directly use a system.out.println statement. Yes or no? Okay, system.out.println. System.out.println. Okay, go back to this. I need to use this reference variable red. Internally, reference variables are created. Red is created, green is created, orange is also created. These are the reference variables. With these reference variables, I need to access the method. Okay, what I can do here, I can use a reference variable red dot get action. Get action is the method. Okay, red dot get action is a method which is part of enum color. Okay, so it could be what? Color dot red dot get action. The moment I do this, output should be what? Stop. Let us see, are we getting stop or not? Okay, one extra brackets are there. Okay, when you get this error, it means something is additional. We have included some extra flower bracket. See, stop. Okay, likewise, I can access all the specific values inside that constants. So if I do what? Red, orange, right? Green. Okay, don't you think that this red is a constant, green is a constant, orange is a constant? Okay, red is a constant, orange is a constant, green is a constant. What action we are specifying inside that constant? What action that is representing inside? Red is representing stop, green is representing go, orange is representing slow down. Means this color is specific to this action. Don't you think so? This color is specific to this action, and this color is specific to this action. Even though we have three different constants, and each and every constant is representing a constant action, a fixed action. Okay, red is always stop, and green is always go, orange is always slow down. There are no other values that you can set to these constants. Yes or no? If you have such requirements, you can define the enum in such a way that you will place a variable, you will place a constructor, and you will define a getter. Okay, this is the variable name. Okay, this is the what? This is the constructor. Okay, and this is what? This is setter. Getter, getting the values. Right, if I run this code, what is the output that I get? I will get all the specific actions. Stop, slow down. Making sense? Yes, no? Everyone? I'll paste this code in the notes so that you can practice. So this is the conclusion of values method. Values are very simple. It is going to return, the moment you use this method, it is going to return an array. So we can do a lot of manipulations on the array. We have seen what for each enhancer for loop, or you can use for loop. Okay, and this is the diagrammatical representation. Okay, we have also seen the diagrammatical representation about an array. Okay, see this once more, you will get this for sure. Okay, and in the concepts of array, you will get deep knowledge in the concepts of array. No worries about it. For now, this understanding is enough for Java arrays. Okay, the next one is, there is another method called as ordinal method. Okay, this is very important method. The question could be like, what is an ordinal method in Java? Okay, it is a method which is going to return the ordinal number for the particular enum constant. It is placed in, it is available inside java.lang.enum package. What does it really mean? It is a method which is going to return the ordinal number for the particular enum constant. What does it really mean? You'll understand that. Okay, before even understanding this, so it is a non-static method. It is a non-static method, and it can be accessed only with the class object, because static methods can be accessed with the class name. Non-static methods are accessed with the class reference variable or the class object, right? It is a final method and it can't be overridden. Okay. Theoretically, we are able to answer what is an ordinal method in Java. It is a method which is going to return the ordinal number, such things. It is available inside Java. It is a non-static method. Okay, theoretically these are the key points that you can answer. But what are actually this? What does it says actually? Each and every point is defining something. What is it actually? You will understand that now. Okay, the syntax of ordinal method is public final int ordinal. Okay, this is a syntax which is going to return what? The moment you access this method, it is going to return, this will return the ordinal number. Number of the Java enum. That's it. Okay. Theoretically we are good. Practically what is happening behind the scenes, that we will understand. Okay, go back to the same example. Okay, let me remove all this. Let us take that three constants. One is red, second one is green, and the third one is what? Orange. Okay, let me remove all these actions. Okay, I have one enum, I have one main class. Okay, now we are trying to understand what is an ordinal. We are trying to understand what? We are trying to understand what is an ordinal. Right? See now, integer number equal to color dot red. Okay, what I just did, I am using the ordinal method on top of the constant red, which is placed inside the color enum. What I am just doing, I am using the ordinal method. So we are studying about ordinal method. So I am using this ordinal method on top of the constant red. Okay, and red is part of the color enum. Okay, the moment I perform this operation, so this operation that is highlighted here, the moment I perform this complete operation, it is going to return a number. It is going to return a number of integer type. That number is called as ordinal number. That number is called as what? The ordinal number. So let us do if it is returning the same number or not. Okay, test.java 0. It says the ordinal number of the color red is 0. Why 0? The indexing starts from 0. That's why 0. Ordinal number always starts with 0. Okay, the placeholder for the color red is 0. The placeholder for the color green is going to be 1. If the red is 0, then green should be 1. Yes or no? The output should be 1. 1. Okay, if green is 1, the orange should definitely be 2. Okay, these numbers, the numbers that it is displaying us in the console, these numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, these numbers are called as what? Ordinal numbers. Ordinal number starts from 0. You can have any number of constants, not only orange, you can also have black. Now black is going to get an ordinal number of 3. Yes or no? White is going to get an ordinal number of 4, because indexing is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The moment I access white with the help of ordinal method, output should be what? 4. Right? So now you tell me, if the moment if I access orange, what should be the output now? Come on everyone, answer. It's not a rocket science to answer this. What is the ordinal number of orange? 2. Do you agree with them, everyone? Do you agree with Krishna Prasad? Right? For run this code, see the ordinal number should be 2. 2. That's it. The order is same. Okay, according to the order, the ordinal numbers will be placed. It starts from 0. Okay, if I change this order, if I change the red from here to here, okay, now the ordinal number for red is going to be what? What do you think the ordinal number of red is going to be? It's going to get changed. Previously it was 0. Now it is going to be what? Don't you think that it is going to be 4? Then on this code it should be 4. 4 is ordinal number. Right? Very simple. No, ordinal number is very simple. So theoretically, if you go back to the theory and if you try to, understand this by this program, very simple. It is a method which is going to return the ordinal number. What is an ordinal number? It is a kind of number that will be placed for all the constants according to its order. It starts from 0. Right? It is available in java.lang.enum. This is the internal thing. Okay, it is a non-static method and it can be accessed only with the class object. Okay, it is a final method and it cannot be overridden. Means you cannot modify the ordinal method with your own logic. Logic is going to be fixed. You cannot do the override. And that is what it says, right? So this is how the method looks like in the syntax. Okay, the moment you access this method, it is going to return what? It is going to return the ordinal number. Making sense, everyone? Yes, no? Okay, let us understand the some more theory about this ordinal number. Please be informed that the ordinal number is the position of constants. In the enum declaration. Okay, if I have a enum like enum A comma B comma C comma D, A comma B comma C comma D. Okay, the ordinal number of A is what? A is equal to 0, B is 1, C is 2, D is 3. That's it. Okay, the ordinal number is going to is the position of the constants in the enum declaration. So this is how the enums are declared. The constants in the enums are declared. Okay. According to the declaration, the numbers will be assigned. It starts from 0 and it goes on. Right. And the next method is values of method. Okay. Next method is what? Values of method. Values of method, which is going to accept a string name. Okay. It is going to return the enum constant with the specified name. Okay, let me take enum as enum color. Okay, in this enum I am declaring three constants: red comma, blue comma, green. Okay, I have three constants declared in this enum color. Okay, if I want to directly fetch the value of red by using the values of method, I can define in such a way that, okay, color dot value of red. I can check if these values are available inside the enum or not. Okay, the moment I use these values of method, it is going to return the value red. I am checking if the red is available here or not. Okay, I am checking red. If it is available, I will get the value red. If I do blue, okay, if it is available, I will get that value. If I do green, if it is available, I will get that value. If I give any other name, I will get another. It is just to check if the value is present inside or not. It is going to return the enum constant with the specified name. That's it. It's going to return what? It is going to return the enum constant with the specified. Let us take some real-time example, an interesting example. Instead of color, I am taking, let me remove all this. Okay, so enum parts. Let me remove all this. Okay, so in the human body, we have skin, muscles, right, bones, organs, tissue. So these are the parts inside the human body. So now we are going to work on the values of method. Okay, the first line is System.out.println System.out.println the question. Okay, this is a kind of logical thing. Okay, the part which gets exposed to the environment. Let us build this logically. Okay, the part which gets exposed to the environment. If I run this code simply, the output is going to be the part which is going to get exposed in the environment. Okay, okay. I need to display all the parts according to the order. After this, I need to display what? After this line, my intention is to display all the parts one by one according to the order that I have defined here. The first part is first thing should be skin, second should be muscles, third should be bones, fourth organs, fifth is tissue. Fifth is what? Tissue. What I am going to do is I am going to define an array by using value method. We have already studied about the values method. Parts E equal to parts.value method. Okay, this part.values method is going to do what? It is going to return an array. Okay, what does it really mean? This line is going to do so many stuffs inside behind the scenes. Okay, this is our code. Especially this line is going to do so many things behind the scenes. Okay, this particular piece of code is going to return an array and it will assign it to the parts. Okay, an array will be created. In this array, all the constants will be stored inside this array. Yes or no? These are the constants. Right? These are the constants. Okay, so in the first memory space, skin, the second memory space, muscles, in the third memory space, the fourth memory space, the fifth memory space, things like this. Okay, so if you get logged out of the meeting room, please rejoin. Our class will be for 10 more minutes. This is very important topic. This is 0. This is indexing. I'm doing the indexing. This is 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. And this is 4. Okay, my screen is visible now. Guys, my screen is visible. Okay. Okay, see, this line is doing a lot of things behind the scenes. Okay, what are the things that is happening behind the scenes? Okay, so each and every value is getting stored in an array. All the values are getting stored in an array, and this array name of the array is what? T. We know this already. We have just discussed this. Okay. After this statement, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to fetch all the values by using for loop, for enhancer for loop. Okay, copy this and paste it here. Give your own name. Okay, and copy this and paste it here. Enhancer for loop is created. Okay. The moment I do System.out.println, okay, the moment I print x, don't you think that all the values will be printed one by one? The part which gets exposed to the environment: skin, muscles, bones, organs, tissues. Okay, but my requirement is I need to assign the number 1 dot skin, 2 dot muscles, 3 dot bones, 4 dot organs, 5 dot tissues. I need to assign numbers before this. So what I can really do here is, okay, I can create the ordinal integer o r equal to right? Integer over equal to, so I am exposing this p dot ordinal plus what I will tell you what this code is. Okay, I am using this variable of array p followed by the ordinal. Okay, this ordinal is going to give me what? This ordinal is going to give me the number, ordinal number of the specific values. Okay, don't you think that for in the first iteration skin, the ordinal number of skin is going to be 0 for the first iteration, right? In the second iteration, the ordinal number of muscles is going to be 1. In the third iteration, the ordinal number of bones is going to be 2. Like that, organs is going to get 3 and tissue is going to get 4. Okay, so it is going to, this method, this particular method is going to fetch only the ordinal number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 on top of the constants. Okay, I do not have to worry about this because this is going to fetch only the numbers. So first iteration is going to be 0, second iteration 1, third iteration 2, fourth iteration 3, and the fifth iteration 4. Each and every iteration, these are the numbers that will be retrieved by the this or variable. Okay, what is the proof? Let me do this System.out.println. Okay, let me do what? Let me do or. Okay, this is going to print 1. I mean, this is going to print not 0 because I am adding 1 along with this. First time 0 plus 1. Okay, second time 1 plus 1. Third time 2 plus 1. Fourth time 3 plus 1. Fifth time 4 plus 1. Okay, so this is going to retrieve 0. On top of that 0 we are adding 1 here. Okay, now let's see the output. Java C space 1 minute ordinal. Okay, this should be x, guys, not be x. This value. One skin, 2 muscles, 3 bones, 4 organs, 5 tissues. Okay. I want to print this together. I mean, I want to print the skin next to the number 1. For that, I'm doing additional changes here. Okay, I am taking or here plus, I am giving a space. So inside this, I am giving a dot. Okay, plus x. I'm removing this line. A small manipulation. It should be small x, not capital 1, small 1. Java C space test.java, Java space test. So we got 1 skin, 2 muscles, 3 bones, 4 organs, 5 tissues. Okay, in this example we were able to use values method and we are also able to use ordinal method. Right, we are able to use values method, we are also able to use ordinal method. But where is the values of method? Okay, I am using all the methods in one program, so that's my intention. Okay, values method has been used, ordinal method is also be used. Now I am using what? I am using the values method. For that, values of method, for that I am creating a variable part equal to so this one, I need this one, parts dot value of skin. Okay, this line is going to fetch if the constant skin is already available inside the enum or not. Okay, if the constant skin is already available inside the enum or not, this is going to fetch that thing. Okay, now writing a statement like System.out.println. Okay, the answer is P. Now let me run this. Java C space, okay, 1 minute, parts. A P is already defined here, so let me take P1. Duplicate variable, P was already there, so I'm taking here as P1. Java C space test or Java space test, Java space test. Okay, the part which gets exported to the environment. Okay, I have one options 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This code is not an expert level code. Just for just for your understanding, I have combined all the three methods and placed in a single program. Okay, so this is a simple System.out.println statement, and these numbers are defined by the ordinal method, and these values are defined by the value method, and this answer is being defined by the valueOf method. So we have used a combination of all the three methods in a single program to understand all these three concepts. Just go back to the program. So don't you think that I have used the ordinal method, which is going to return the ordinal numbers, and I have also used the valueOf method, which is going to return the exact constant that is available or not, and also I have used the values method. Three methods I have used in a single program. That's my intention. Okay, just you try to run this program, you will get the complete picture about all the three methods. Okay, so let us understand what is happening behind the scenes. Okay, I am creating the new paint screen. Focus here. Okay, I am separating this main method. Let us separate this main method. No, what is this? Okay, this is enum, and we have what? We have a main method. So this is the main method. Okay, now focus here. The we already know that the execution will start from the main method. So this is the main method. The first instruction inside the main method is what? The part which gets exposed to the environment. So that will be directly displayed in the console. Okay. The part which gets exposed to the environment, that gets directly displayed in the console. So that is what we have seen in the console. First thing, the part which gets exposed to the environment. Okay, directly, just not open. Okay, second line says here we are using what method? Here we are using values method. Now the values method is coming in the picture. Okay, the moment you give this instruction, behind the scenes is a registry of array will be created. Okay, this array is going to have all the values. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? This array is going to have all set of values. Yes or no? Right? Skin, muscles, bones, organs, and tissues. Right? Okay, and this is going to get what? Indexing. Don't you think so? This is going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and this variable name is what? P. Right? After this, what we are doing, guys? After this, we are performing an iteration. We are using for enhanced for loop. Okay, inside this for loop, again there are two set of instructions. Okay, one in the first iteration. Now tell me how many times this for loop will be iterated. It will get iterated for how many times? Look at the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 constants, so it will get iterated for 5 times. Okay, very simple. Go back and see this particular thing, these values. If we have 5 constants here, Okay, the moment you see 5 constants here, 1 2 3 4 5, this for loop will get iterated for 5 times. Okay, for the first times the or value is what, this particular method is going to return 0, indexing is 0, and again I am adding a 1 here. Okay, for the first iteration it is going to be 1. Okay, here what I am printing, I am printing this 1, or is representing what, 1. I am printing this 1 along with the dot, because here I have a dot, along with the value of x. What is the first value in the x? Skin. Okay, like this it will, this for loop will get iterated for 5 times because 5 constants. So second time it is 2 dot muscles. Okay, 3 dot bones, right? 4 dot organs, right? 5 dot tissues. There will be no sixth time because only 5 constants. Because of this 5 constants, only 5 iterations will be done by this for loop, right? After this line. Okay, here I am defining values of method. I am checking if the skin is available inside the enum or not. Skin is available. Okay, I am storing the skin to the variable p1. Okay, now the p1 is assigned, I mean the value inside the p1 is going to be what? Skin. Okay, I am printing the straightforward statement. It says the answer is p1. P1 is what? Skin. Okay, after printing all this, last answer is going to be what? The answer itself is going to be p1. P1 is internally representing which constant? Skin constants. That is why the output is like this. Okay, by this I can conclude that all the concepts related to the Java enums are completed. Okay, so you can answer any interview question by this on top of Java enums. Okay, there is nothing left. I have covered all the topics Rook and Corning. Okay, no things are pending. Things are pending. If you ask me any things are pending, the practicing things are pending from your side. If you do the practice for once, you will get this. Okay, any questions for me?